Nice to meet you, Corey Heidelberger. I have been in your room. I've been in every room in this building. I ran debate tournaments in this building, so I'm intimately acquainted with the spaces and some of the crazy spaces where you can make stuff happen when you have to make it happen. And some of them aren't pretty spaces. And I understand the problem you're talking about. You've got heavy equipment, you need room to run that, you need proper, I assume, electrical systems so things don't explode and things, you need ventilation. And you need room for safety with that. That's really important stuff. I'm sold. Raise my taxes for that. No problem. Unfortunately, I know that every other teacher in this room can come to me and give me a list just like that, that is just as important, and I recognize that too. Believe me. I can go back to my time when I was debate coach here, and I can say, you guys took my debate room away just when I started coaching. I want my debate room back. Because the debate room, and I can list the reasons why that's a vitally important facility for young students to learn their research and writing and argumentative and public speaking and political science skills, which fulfill all of the curriculum standards for nearly every class in this high school. They need their classroom back. So, Mr. Architect, add the debate room back to the list as well. We got that taken away 14 years ago for the computer lab, and it still rankles me. I want it back. But I know, too, I've got to make my case for that vital educational academic achievement facility in the context of a fiscal situation where we don't have much money, we've got to set priorities. Those priorities bug me too. And believe me, Henry, I don't want to get to the point where I do look at you and say, those 35 freshmen, they don't get to learn to weld this year. No way. Welding, I wish I'd have learned to weld. Welding's really important. So is AP biology, so are all those other things. And I think what we need to practically look at right now is the fact that the plan the voters rejected was perhaps one means of making those welders and the debate room and a good theater and other things happen. But it's not the only way to do it. The voters have said, no, that's not the way you're going to do this. Come back with a different plan. And there are other plans out there. There are other means to make that happen. And Mr. Architect, again, I'm going to say, which I rushed last time, what we need is the plan B now. That says, all right, they've turned a big, multi-million-dollar gym down twice. It's time to stop goofing off, and let's fix some lights this year. Let's fix the bathrooms next year. Let's fix the fire trap the year after that. Or, I'd really rather do them all this year. And if you can show me the itemized list of how much it would cost to do each one of those things, let's get that list. Let's see those dollars, and then let's draw a line and say, all right, how much money do we have this year? We could do $1 million of that. All right, let's float a bond issue this year let's try them for $2 million, because we could do welders and the fire trap and the lights and the bathrooms, and we can make that happen for $2 million, and the other stuff, it's going to be more expensive in the long run, but the fact is you do deal with the money that you have and the will of the public that you have here. There are other ways to get those welders. And I hope we can find those ways to get those welders, because I'm not kidding. I believe in welding, even though I can't do it. I wish I could. I'll come take an adult class if you offer it. But we need to look for those plan Bs, those step-by-step things, that even if they're not the optimal dream architectural plan that we had in the first place, there's still ways to just get things done. Just like I can think of some cars I'd rather have, but my little bug is getting me where I need to go for now. And it's what I could afford because it was used at Lake Herman Auto, and yeehaw, it goes like a son of a gun. I could have bought bigger, I could have bought better, but I deal with what I've got in my pocket right now and what I'm willing to spend and what my lovely wife is willing to agree with me to spend. School board's the same way. We've got to deal with reality, and I think there are realistic ways to get those welders. So, Mr. Architect, help us get them. Give us that itemized list of costs, and let's figure out what we can spend right now. Thank you.
Thank you. Dean, were you heading up to